that advantage is just gone.
Yeah, I would argue that the Lakers won the biggest, and not just because they won the title, retroactively speaking, but I really thought that the break helped the Lakers so much. And, you saw a lot of people, dumb Lakers fans on the internet saying like they robbed. Well, this was before we knew they were even going to salvage a playoffs, but they were like, they robbed us of our championship. They ruined it. And I'm like, no, this is great. When LeBron, my biggest knock was like I hate their bench, or like I really don't trust their bench, which still was on display in the playoffs. But also it was like, how long can LeBron and Anthony Davis, especially if one of them gets kind of hurt, how long can they go this hard through the season? And then how much do they have to push through the playoffs? But then they got the couple of months break where they just got to chill. They probably got massages every day. I mean, they do, they're pros. They do that normally every day anyway, but they just really got to rest their bodies, where AD is younger, but he's been riddled with injuries throughout his whole time in the league. And LeBron just older, even though he's got, Superman body, but he's just older now. On top of the fact that he got to sit out all last playoffs, so he's spring chicken when the bubble started, and they even took games off because they were coming in as a 1 seed in the West. And then they just got to just go crazy,
Yeah. And I think too, they had that advantage where, like LeBron, I mean, all the physical stuff, obviously, but then he's been around for so long and he's so smart that he just knows everything about the game, right? And he's like analyzes everything. So I feel like when you're coming into this situation that no one's been in there before, like he has that slight notch above anyone, like coaches and anyone, because he's just like basketball genius. And then like from what people were saying after the finals, like Rondo is basically on that level too, where they're just like geniuses coming together. So when they're like in this bubble, and then you got other teams that don't have like basketball geniuses, like that feels like a disadvantage to everyone else.
That exactly what you're saying. And also, which I was kind of joking about, but I really do think played a big part because of the bubble, is they just had the bench goon mob too. Like you make every game in the bubble a home court game when you have JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard like just standing there and flexing and throwing towels and like falling on each other. You know what I mean? It just brings that home atmosphere and that was something. Clippers have a bevy of problems, but that was something that was missing on the Clippers side. Everyone's too, except for Montrezl Harrell, which we'll talk about because he went to the Lakers now. Some of those teams did not have that extra energy to get up and play games, especially when you're, one day you play at 4, the other day you, like we said, you wake up and play at 11. That's weird too, to get in a different frame mindset. And then you have no one just trying to get you going in the stands. It's only going to come from yourself, which if you're not that player, you're not that player, or it's going to come from your bench or, your co-players. And I think that really helped too, just get everyone constantly engaged. Yeah. So any thoughts about the finals? Any particular thing